Number three, from
From a non.
Anon.
All
Similar
right.
to Eric's question regarding resolving pollution. On the issue of
Let's
law
talk
and
about food.
order, how might policing policies and protocols look through an NLI framework? For example, the founder of British police, Robert Peel, understood the necessity of incremental reduction of criminals and criminality, is that the via negativa, whereas progressive police focus on keeping communities safe, is that a via positiva statement?
Mine
We have
first, right?
people.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have. Wait a minute, Gabriel. We have people who ask good. I mean, that's a pretty smart question. That shows people understand what we're doing. That's fascinating. All right, Gabriel.
Yeah. Policing would be redistributed to the men of the polity, where every man has the authority and responsibility to defend the commons. Policing is a via negativa process. It consists of removing criminals and acts only upon violations of prohibitions, meaning you don't get policed if you don't violate a prohibition. Keeping communities safe, in quotes, amounts to an aspiration, one we can achieve if we reform or restore policing by licensing men to be responsible for the commons, basically a militia.
Yeah, current policy of keeping people safe really means making them safe to the regime and clients of the regime rather than keeping the people themselves safe. In the latter sense, communities will actually be best kept safe by being kept dangerous.
That is freaking brilliant. Both of those are brilliant statements. I just want to put in that the way we've traditionally done this in our history is you have the equivalent a sheriff, like the first sheriff in New Haven in the New England colonies was my ancestor. You have a sheriff. Now, that doesn't mean the sheriff is the only person who can do it. It means he's the person responsible for getting all the men together to go fix a problem if it needs fixing. So what Gabriel and Martin are saying is correct. By Martin, can you, because somebody's not going to understand what you're saying here. Communities will best kept safe by being kept dangerous. There's quite a bit behind that phrase. So can you explain that a little bit more?
I think he stepped away for a second. To go make his
So
community more dangerous.
my take on that is it's about disparate use of force, right? So let's say that you have two parties in this interaction. One party got a gun, the other person, well, either only has a contact distance weapon, which is a knife, or nothing. Then there is no balance of power there to keep the peace. The guy with a gun has all the options, whereas the other person has very limited options. And under no, how should I put it? If we're in a lawless society without a Leviathan overlooking everything and possible repercussions of retribution by the Leviathan, then there's no logical reason why the person with a gun would not exert violence and, say, take the other person's stuff. So armed society, I think, what is it that the 19th century saying sums it best, that a armed society is a polite society.
Well, yeah, and so I think that's what he's trying to say is that when he says kept dangerous, he doesn't mean that criminals need to be everywhere. It means that every man needs to. I'm riffing off Luke here. Every man needs to be dangerous enough that it's too dangerous for people to be dangerous.
Yeah, very, very clear.